Well, ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned prior in previous videos, when we're talking about Sweet Baby Inc., when we're talking about the Sweet Baby Inc. detective page, when we're talking about Gamergate 2.0, we're talking about this. And the funny thing is, a lot of the people who are currently attacking gamers right now, the people who are running damage control for companies like Sweet Baby Inc., they're the ones who were actually involved in the original Gamergate. We have an article here from Phantom Post with a headline that reads Zoe Quinn Toy Boy Nathan Grayson rushes to the aid of Kotaku defending Sweet Baby Inc. and calls gamers anti-Semitic. Now the funny thing is they love to make very political attacks, right? Like it's weird, right? Because I was reading an article from The Guardian, for example, on stream. And as I'm reading this article that's supposed to be about gamers, it'll start off about gamers and then somehow, some way, it'll end talking about Trump. And that's just in the first paragraph. Then you get to the second paragraph and you're thinking, is this going to end with talking about Trump? And it did. They love to bring everything to politics. Even Chris Kindred ended up calling everybody Zionist after completely melting down on social media. Where that came from, I have no idea. So these people are from Gamergate 1.0. Zoe Quinn, a lot of you guys know who this person is. This is one of the original people from Gamergate 1.0. And of course, this person, Nathan Grayson, is completely cucking himself for Zoe Quinn. So let's get into this article, guys, from Phantom Post. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push this out into that YouTube algorithm. It says ex-Kotaku writer Nathan Grayson, yes, that would be Five Guys Burgers and Fries, Zoe Quinn Toy Boy Nathan Grayson, rushed to aid Kotaku and wrote a hit piece defending Sweet Baby Inc. and their CEO of terrorism, Kim Belair, wherein he called gamers opposed to Sweet Baby Inc. anti-Semitic. For those who hasn't been around during Gamergate, Nathan Grayson was said to be one of the gaming journalists Zoe Quinn slept with for positive reviews of her video game. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I can see this person doing that. I'm sorry. I just can. It's just one of those things, but I definitely can see it. Now, it's funny. I reacted to this on Saturday Night Hypnosis, and I believe Coach or somebody said that why do they go with these kind of drawings? Why do they go with these kind of color palettes and whatnot? And for me, it's because they're trying to be androgynous, right? They're obviously trying to be as plain as possible because anything with color, anything that's different, anything with flair, they don't like that. They can't accept that. Like you can't be different. You have to, it's the communist way, right? It's the socialist way. Everybody has to be the exact same. So when they make these things, you can very clearly see that it's made with such a bland overall art look. I just don't like it. And then on top of that too, they made the only female in this picture who happens to be seemingly a black female or a female of color. She's a cat lady. Of course she's a cat lady. It says Gamergate veterans will recall Zoe Quinn ex-boyfriend, Iran, I don't know how to say the last name, dropping the bombshell when he set up a blog and told all about the incestuous nature of the gaming journalist industry. I dated Zoe Quinn. I thought she was the most amazing, kind-hearted person in the world. Turns out she was bullshitting pretty much everything I fell in love with her for and is actually an unbelievable jerk. Here's some stuff she did, does in no particular order or tense, which you can verify with the chat log images in the footer of Act 1. Spend quite a bit of time talking about how she would never cheat on anyone because that violates sexual consent, all the while cheating on me. 2, with Nathan Grayson. 3, and Robin Arnold. And 4, Joshua Biggs, who was both her boss and married, and at least 2 other people whose names are censored, and very probably more, but I won't get into why I believe that. Kotaku kicked off Gamergate, so it's not surprising that ex-Kotaku writer and Zoe Quinn Toy Boy Nathan Grayson would come to the aid of disgraced Sweet Baby Inc. Now, guys, wow. I mean, that's a lot to digest, right? When it comes to Zoe Quinn, it's very obvious that she has the very typical leftist female mindset, right? She's going to take advantage of anything she could possibly get her hands on. That's just how she is. She's, of course, going to take advantage of this entire situation. I am probably not going to be surprised if she rears her ugly head again in Gamergate 2.0. Would not be surprised. And the fact that her toy boy is defending her just goes to show how deep this rot goes. A lot of the people who are going to be involved in Gamergate 2.0 were initially involved in Gamergate 1.0. It should not be shocking in the slightest. It says Zoe Quinn Toy Boy Nathan Grayson uses the same tired tactic that Kotaku's Alyssa Mercante used by putting up a straw man and painting gamers as crazy conspiracy theorists. When he writes, from there, the conspiracy theory metastasizes a Sweet Baby users not just on the aforementioned sites, but also Twitter and YouTube began to suggest was ruining games with its woke agenda, which is why Suicide Squad, but conspicuously none of their other AAA hits I just mentioned, flopped. Zoe Quinn's Toy Boy, Nathan Grayson, ignores the fact that these games got progressively worse, culminating in the spectacular crash and burn of Suicide Squad. Big YouTubers started talking about it, and the Suicide Squad and Sweet Baby Inc. went viral because they got exposure from big YouTubers. That does not mean that the other AAA titles are conspicuously not mentioned. Zoe Quinn Toy Boy Nathan Grayson writes that people claim Sweet Baby Inc. was weaponizing a culture of fear and intimidation, bullying others, otherwise apolitical studios into accepting its terms, completely ignoring the fact that Sweet Baby Inc. CEO Kim Blair is on video advising employees to terrify companies if they don't get their way. Now, this is what people are really talking about, and this is what people are highly upset about. The fact that she actually came out and said this so many years ago. I mean, this was back in 2019, and it still holds true today. I mean, I would guarantee you it's probably a lot worse now that she has much more power in the gaming industry. When she was first starting out her company, I'm sure she said that very lightly, but she still meant every single word. Now, I guarantee you Kim Blair is all for this stuff, all for marketing terrorism. That's really what it is. Then it says he continues, this line of thinking led to the formation of numerous anti-Sweet Baby initiatives, including a Discord, which Kotaku's Alyssa Mercante gamely braved, which one can accept, hoped she sees as bro. Now, the funny thing is, they're trying to make it seem as if she is just this amazing investigative journalist, right? She infiltrated the Discord of Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. You guys realize this is a public Discord? Like, anybody could go in there. You're not Solid Snake, bro. You're not sneaking around in a box that nobody can for some reason see. You are not any kind of investigative journalist. You went into a Discord that is readily available for anybody to go into and walk into. You decided to announce yourself as a journalist, which removed any opportunity that anybody was going to speak to you, but you know you had to do that. So again, they try to make her seem as if she's a stunning and brave person for sneaking into the Discord, but ultimately, there really is no sneaking in. You can walk right through the front door and everything is fine. It says Nathan Grayson is a walking contradiction, accusing gamers of targeted harassment when he first admits that Sweet Baby Inc. employees and game devs were guilty of brigading and targeted harassment against the Steam curator, whose Sweet Baby Inc. detected page has jumped from 40,000 followers to over 200,000 followers after calls from Sweet Baby staff and game developers to report the account, as well as videos from content creators, and proceeds to claim that predictably all of this has resulted in ample harassment of Sweet Baby employees. So I just find it interesting that they want to consider themselves to be the ones who are harassed. When they started this, they started a harassment campaign against Cabrutus. There is no harassment in telling people what companies are involved in the creation of a video game. There is no harassment at all. Why do you want to work in the shadows so bad? Why are you so scared of the light? I don't understand it. You should be able to be thankful that somebody is promoting your company and all the games that you worked on if you truly stand by it. But let's be real, you don't stand by it. You don't stand by what you're saying. You don't stand by your sentiments about gamers, and you're only saying it because you feel like you have to. You've already picked your side, and now you're basically going to attack anybody that tries to go against you. So I'm happy to see people continue to call this BS out, like Alyssa Mercante and everything like that. I'm happy to see it, and I hope that we get more of it as time goes on. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.